Hey guys, Sean here, and in this video, we're going to do an unboxing and installation video for the Nest Learning Thermostat. A couple weeks ago during Black Friday, PG&E was actually running a promotion to encourage people to buy more energy efficient devices like the Nest Learning Thermostat. The Nest Learning Thermostat programs itself to be more energy efficient to save you money in the long run, plus just looks really cool. So on Black Friday, they actually offered us several rebates and discounts so we can actually get this product for just a little over $100 when normally this would go for about $300. As a real estate flipper, this is actually a great product to install in any of your projects because it's relatively cheap, but it makes your home look that much more premium, which should potentially get you a higher price when you sell it on the market. So without further ado, let's hop on in and let's open this bad boy up to see what comes inside the box. Okay, let's go see what's inside. So similar to the Nest doorbell, this thing is very slick in design, and I think they did a really good job with the packaging. Okay, there's even a nice seal over here to show you that no one has actually opened this box yet. Okay, comes in the box like this. So the first device is going to be the Nest Thermostat itself, as you can see over here. We have some instructions. This is the device that you attach all of your wires to. And ultimately, you snap this part in to this dial right here to turn it on. Inside the box, we also have some screws to screw it into the wall, and we have a nice little mini screwdriver. This also comes with a back plate because some of the older thermostats may be rectangular shape or just a different shape, and there might be some scuffs on the wall or maybe different paint colors. So if you just have this small little circle there and you had this older thermostat that was a rectangle, then you might have to repaint a lot of the stuff on the wall. But with this back plate, now you can cover most of that up and then just put this over here like that. And so for our case, we're definitely gonna be using this as well. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this metal back plate, we're gonna attach it to the wall, and then we're gonna take this plastic plate to put on this metal plate, and then take this thing, put it on here, and then take the Nest thermostat and then put it on that. So there's a lot of moving parts here, but it seems relatively simple. Now, this is the most important part here. This is what's actually gonna connect your Nest to your furnace to actually control the heat. Now, as you can see here, there are many different places for different wires. In our case, our system is so old that we only have two wires. We only have the R wire and the W wire that turns on the furnace. So I'm not 100% sure if this is gonna work properly or not, but according to all the other videos I've seen, it should be just fine. So let's hop on in and try to install the Nest Learning Thermostat. All right, so before we used to have this old thermostat here, and these are one of those really old ones that used to have this little mercury tube right here to connect the wires together. And as you can see here, all this stuff is super, super old. So when we removed this covering, we could see this little wire board right here. And in here, there were only two separate wires that came from the wall. If you're doing this yourself, you might find 5 wires or 4 wires, but basically go through the app and just follow the directions to see which one belongs to which. This one right here is apparently my red wire, even though this wire is green. And this right here is my W wire, which is supposed to be white, but in this case it's gray. It doesn't really matter, just look at what they were connected in before, take a photo, and then work from there. And as we can see here as well, this would definitely not cover up all this extra space and would make this part look really disgusting. So luckily we do have this back cover. So when we put this on, we're able to cover up all the missing stuff. So it's actually gonna look pretty good once we put this on correctly. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually to install this metal back plate to the wall and then put this thing on top of it. So we're gonna try to center this as evenly as possible and go from there. So this thing looks about level. Okay, right there. So I found it's a lot easier to put the screws in once you drill a small hole first. Okay, pretty good. They can hand tighten the rest. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is put this plate on. Hopefully this covers everything. Perfect. Nice. Looks pretty good. Okay, this plate looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and screw these two things in. But before we do that, let's put this thing on as well. Okay, it's pretty good. This thing even has a little level here to tell me if this thing is level or not. Okay, perfect. Okay, looks pretty good. So now I need to connect these two wires, so I'm good to go. Okay, so this one was pretty simple. This was my red wire, so it's gonna go here to the RH. RH and RC are the same thing. This one's just for the AC and this one's for the heating system, but normally there's a jumper cable between these two. The Nest has that inside. So I just need to attach this to RH. Push this down, slide it in. Okay, that's one. And the other one is going to W1, which is up here. This up here, W1. Okay, feels like they're in there pretty snug. So I only have the W and the R set up on mine. You guys may have more like the yellow, green, common, or air conditioning. But if you have them, then just attach them as they're meant to be. The next thing is to plop on the actual Nest device. All right, pray it turns on. Uh-oh. Well, GG then.
A few moments later.
Okay, so after plugging it in, it should start turning on like this. Jesus. I figured out why. Yay! All right, so there it is. Pretty easy to install. Afterwards, just follow the steps to set it up to Wi-Fi and cook it up and set the thermostat and whatnot. And yeah, we're gonna see if this works or not. I had a small issue before where it wasn't turning on. It's because when I opened up my panel for the furnace, it actually turns it off, so there's no more power going through that circuit. So once I figured out to just cover it up, it starts working again. So anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification to see more videos just like this one. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care.